Hi there, Scott McKechnie here, the founder and CEO of PLAI. And today I want to give you a little walk around your fantasy game on our platform. Now, to begin, I'm going to share directly from my mobile phone as if you were on your PLAI mobile app. When you come into the app, you land on this home screen here. And obviously the first thing that you need to do is to enter your team page by clicking the card at the top. Now on the right side of screen, for the sports through which we support the fantasy game, you'll see this little trophy icon here. Now, the first thing that you need to do is set up your fantasy game. This one is already set up, so I'm going to click Manage Fantasy Game. But if you're joining for the first time, you can create your game here too. Now, you'll see a little splash screen here, which will give you some information on what the game is all about. You can put a gamified price on all your playing members and activate your game free of charge. This will create new revenue for the club and help create engagement in your communities by bringing people back into your app more often. Step one, you're going to select the members from your team for whom are active players at the club and for whom you would like other members to be able to select within their fantasy teams. Once you've done that, you can click next. And you're going to put everyone into a 1-star, a 2-star, or a 3-star bucket. Now, this is important because it dictates what price they can be given within the game. A 3-star player like Ben Hodder here, well, he's going to be priced between $20 and $30 million. A 2-star player, he'll be between $10 and $20 million, and a 1-star player will be between $0 and $10 million. Each player who joins the game will have a gamified budget to use to pick their best squad they can. Now, it's really easy to do this. You can use the filter on the right side of screen here to choose different groups within your program. For example, here, I could filter out by the first team players, and most of them are going to have strong ratings. I could also filter out by perhaps my under 19 players who are still up and coming within the game. Now, once I've given everyone a 1, 2, or a 3-star rating, I'm going to click next, and this is where we start assigning people different prices. So I can click down the left side here to select multiple players and assign price at the bottom to do that in bulk. I can also do it individually by just dragging the sliding function here against any player. Now you're going to do that first for your 3-star players before progressing to your 2 and then your 1-star players. After confirming everybody's pricing, you're then going to be asked to invite your members to join your game. Click the Invite Members button and select all the people for whom you'd like to engage within the game this year. On sending an invitation via the button at the bottom, they're going to be informed that your game is live and ready for them to join. Now, for members to join the game, they will pay £7.50 for the entire year. And we go 50-50 on that revenue with you, the club. As an example, if you have 100 people at your club that join the game, you're looking at £300 to £400 of new revenue into your program this year. It's a really great tool. Now, I'm going to come out of the app momentarily, and I'm going to come into the PLAI web portal. The reason is that from your web portal, this is where you can really simply upload the points and the performances from players at your club that weekend. All you're going to do is log in via playsport.com, enter the team page, and again on the right side of screen here, you can see the trophy icon to access your game. We're going to manage the fantasy game, and straight away in the top right of screen here, you will see an option to upload. So as this loads up, I will zoom in on that button so it's nice and clear. But it's via this upload button that you're going to position everybody's performances that weekend. And you're going to do that via this Excel template. You can see here, we've got all the players down the left side here. These will auto-populate once you've set up your game on the app. And all you've got to do is just copy and paste in the correct inputs here. So did they play that weekend? Yes or no? Were they the man of the match, if that's relevant? This is a cricket fantasy game, so you'll see we're putting in how many runs they scored, and if they were not out, yes or no. Did they score a half century or a century that day? If they scored a half century, type yes. If they did not, it's a no. And if they were to score a century, we're going to tell the system that they scored a century, not a half century. If they're a bowler, did they take wickets? If they took 3 wickets, we're going to put number 1 in the 3 wickets taken column here. If they took 5 wickets, we would say they didn't take 3, but they did take 5. Did they bowl any maiden overs, take any catches, establish any runouts or stumpings for the wicket keepers? Lastly, did the team win? Yes or no? Was it a draw or a tie, or did they lose? As you can see, most of these are going to be copy and pasted all the way down. So it's a really nice, simple process. And when my Wi-Fi catches up, I'm going to show you how you can upload that into the PLAI web portal. So this is the fantasy cricket page here for Swanage Cricket Club in the UK. As you can see here, they can add new players to be available for selection within a team at any time. But from the web portal, I'm just going to click this upload button in the top right of screen. Now you can see from this page here that I can download the template that we just looked at. And once populated, I'm simply going to choose a file. And from my downloads here, I can upload. And you'll see here that PLAI has now recorded that there are entries for all of these players at the club. I'm simply going to confirm and import, and the points will auto-populate. So I'll very quickly go back to the mobile app one more time here, because you can see that if I go into the fantasy game on the app, I can now see the leaderboard. So I'm going to click leaderboard from my trophy icon here, and you're going to see a few really great functions at the top. Firstly, a leaderboard. Now the leaderboard here is how people are ranking within the game this season. You can see Matt Dunster's team is currently leading the way with almost 6,000 gamified points. And you can scroll all the way down to see how your team is ranking in the game. You can also see the team of the week. This is going to be the people or the players that accrued the most points this week. So it looks like Simon had a great game this week. He scored the most amount of fantasy points of any player at the club. You can also see which players at the club have been selected the most. Jeff and Archie are particularly big choices here. And you can also see most trending players here. As their price on play within the game goes up and down, as you edit and manage your game through the season, you'll see which players are trending up and which players are trending down in price. So really simply, that is your fantasy game explained on PLAI. It's a really key tool because it creates new revenue for your program, keeps it fun, and drives engagement onto your team on PLAI. And the more time your members are spending on PLAI through the game or otherwise, the more opportunity they have to give you their availability for games, to engage with news articles, and to buy products to generate new revenue through your shop. So I hope that helps. Have a great time enjoying your fantasy game function on PLAI. And if there's anything you need, you can reach out to support@plaisport.com anytime. Have a great day today.